After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Well, this defense for the Jags, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Moore, the man in motion. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
The Raiders on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is third and 10. They'll look to throw again. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 41-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a first and 10 at the 41. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Jags are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball. He's got a man complete. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Jaguars. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls at work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Second and 9 now. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. Touchdown Raiders. Josh Jacobs, 66 yards. And the Raiders get a bit closer. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Come on, set.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. Past the 20. Touchdown. Jaguars. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars take a 3-touchdown lead. No problem there on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Devin Lloyd, the one to get home and earn that sack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Waller taking it in over the middle. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Delivering another one here to Darren Waller. He's got it again. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Back to throw again. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And this will be a return from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Jaguars are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Well, they're certainly in a bad way right now. Not so bad that you can call this one over already, but bad enough that you know you can't toss an interception to open the second half. This just ratchets up the pressure on this team's defense right now.
From midfield now, Lawrence finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Lawrence. He'll get that underneath ETN. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a 1-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Give them 12 yards that time and a Las Vegas first. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to look deep for more. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for Vegas. 53 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. He was looking for the Michigan Wolverine Donovan Peoples-Jones, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll set up a throw. That's complete right around the 8. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Raiders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Lawrence to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On play action, Lawrence. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
And the Jaguars send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Andre Sisco. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
To throw again on second down, Lawrence. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Raiders are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Josh Allen able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's going to be batted down. And will go the other way with the football. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Jags take over in terrific field position.
Let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. On 3rd down, Lawrence. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
2nd and 10 now. It's Lawrence. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Leo Chanel. There he goes right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Fields the squib kick right around the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And the pick six we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a two-possession game as they control their destiny in this fourth quarter. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Here's Lawrence. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's 2nd and 8. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. They go play action here on 1st down. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Lawrence. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll rifle this one deep right side, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Rocky Sin. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. And Charles, in this one, the fourth quarter became a lot more interesting, I know, than I anticipated.
Yeah.